Happy Thursday, everyone. Today we've got another episode of Pokemon Card Art Appreciation. Journey Together is still not out, so we're moving forward with the older sets to first edition Fossil. Like similar to the last set of Jungle, we have our hollows where the background is kind of there to add a little sparkle to the card, but the main focus is just the Pokemon. As you can see with these hollows displayed right now. Articuno front and center right here is really cool, and I've always liked Articuno the best out of the trio of birds. The Ditto Hollow, I remember that one a lot. Dragonite, such an iconic, such a beautiful one, but Gengar is it's a Pokemon that I want to say, yeah, it's always been popular, but it's really interesting the way it's talked about nowadays in the hobby. Um, it's cool. It's a cool card. I like it. Personally, I do like the Haunter better. Moving on. Let's see. I really do like the Kabutops. This is a Pokemon I just thought was so cool. Especially as a kid, I just went crazy for it. The Lapras is pretty iconic to me. Like I gave one to my younger sister. I gave her an unlimited copy that I had. I still have a first edition holo copy, but yeah. And then on one of the booster pack, well, the blister packs, I actually have the blister pack, still sealed with Fossil and had the Lapras variation. So it's so cool. This Muck is another card I gave to one of my best friends as a gift a few years ago. Um, and yeah, I just remember Fossil a lot as a kid. I definitely had some Fossil in my childhood binder. One of the many binders that was thrown away, unfortunately. Raichu, I love the Raichu Hollow. I think they did a really good job with it. I think they knocked it out of the park. It looks great. But dude, that muck looks so good. It's just an example of like perfect background working well with the card. Um, so now we're gonna get into the non-hollows, and this is for people that aren't too familiar with the sets back in the day. That's kind of what happened a lot. Um, as you can see, we already had a repeat of the Articuno and the Aerodactyl, but yeah, so we have the non-hollows, which were also rares, and you could pull one as opposed to just pulling, hollow, and that was the highest rarity chase in these sets. So we already kind of saw them, so I'm going through again. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what the vibe was back in the day, guys. It was like you open your packs, and the hollows was the chase. And I really do like even these cards. Like the excuse me, the uncommons, the commons, the shading on this Golduck, awesome. This is my favorite card of the set, though, the Golem. So awesome to me. I just remember pulling it from a pack. Um, I think it might have even came in a theme deck, if I'm not mistaken. Don't kill me if I'm wrong about this, but yeah, I remember this card. It was just so cool to me. When I was a kid, I was just thinking, oh my gosh, the Golem is so tough. He's like rolling down in lava. The Kingler is also iconic. Gosh, guys, like, it also brings me back. Um, for the people that didn't collect it back in the day, hope this was cool to, go over some of the cards that are my favorite in the set. And, yeah, take a look at them. I mean, we're still going through it. It's not the end yet, but yeah, we have Seizure, we have Slowbro. Shading on the Slowbro is awesome. Completely awesome. I love that. It's probably my top 5 favorite of the set. Tentacruel's looking good. Weezing. Oh man, see, Weezing's in my top 3. Ekans was always cool. I remember one of my friends joking, saying, oh, like Ekans is snake backwards. And I didn't believe him until I actually, as a kid, I thought he was just joking around with me. He was just one of those people I joked. So we've got Geodude, we've got Grimer. Grimer's awesome, iconic. I remember this card so much as a kid as well. The Horsey too, with that smoke screen. Gosh, yeah, this is awesome. I love going through the sets, guys. I really enjoy it. Just like looking at the cards, looking at the artwork, especially if it's something that maybe I haven't looked at in a while, and then I refresh. It's awesome. So we've got Psyduck here, with the fish in the background, not a Pokemon, like a literal fish. It's so cool. Um, get our Slowpoke, Tentacruel, Zubat. I'm a huge fan of Zubat. I know a lot of people don't like it because of I guess the way you couldn't really move around in caves if you didn't have some repels. The way Zubat would pop out, but I love its evolution line, especially the shiny. Shiny Crobat's one of my favorite shinies. Um, Gosh, yeah, it's such a good set. Such a classic, too. As you guys can see, the sets were also very small nowadays. I mean, sorry, they were very small back in the day compared to nowadays. That's what I was trying to say. Um, yeah, just a few cards, And, it was kind of like break offs as well, because you had base set and then these were the cards to fill in other Pokemon. But thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Please like and subscribe.